Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Hey everybody, checking in on the dollar, gold, and miners. So the dollar made a bullish break with higher lows and higher highs by breaking 101.76. So I'm not going to be paying as much attention to this potential bearish reversal head and shoulders pattern that as of this point is not playing out. Still certainly watching this neckline of support that's a double low of consolidation, and it still is potentially valid just because look at the high of the left shoulder, 102.05, and the high right now we have is 101.97. So we haven't even hit that level of 102.05, so certainly could still pull back and it would still fit that pattern. But again, I'm just highlighting things to keep an eye out for. I'm not saying that we're going to get a bearish break and that we're going to fall through this pattern. It's just something that I'm keeping an eye on. So if I'm keeping an eye on it, I'm going to tell you that I'm keeping an eye on it so you can keep an eye on it as well. So the dollar bulls saw a move to the upside, but one thing to note is the last time the dollar was at these levels was January 12th, and gold was $34 lower at that point. And that's a level from this morning, so it's probably even more significant at this point because gold had a bullish day, but $34 higher than where the dollar was at this last point. So obviously, we are not seeing a direct correlation because if we were, gold would be a lot weaker. So gold bulls showed up today, and this is what I really like about being all cash overnight and day trading these miners and not having to worry about a thing, not watching gold trade at midnight, not watching any of that, no stress. Just, I know not everybody can day trade, but personally, I like heading into each day with a fresh, clean slate and judging everything with this new information because if you're holding overnight and swing positions, you have gold trading for a dozen hours where you can't do anything. So heading in, we had another perfect day where we're heading into the day, and here we are at 8 a.m. and the RSI is oversold. We're hitting the RSI of 30. So I look back and say, okay, what has the RSI done in the recent past when we hit 30? And I see it bounced twice back here, another two bounces, a bounce, a bounce. So in the past 3 weeks, we have bounced off 30 RSI on the hourly time frame at least 5 times. So that tells me when I'm heading into the day that I'm looking bullish on these miners. I'm not going to make a bearish position, a bearish entry with the RSI on gold this low because I know an oversold bounce is very likely to come. And we had a 5-hour oversold bounce, so looking bullish on miners was certainly the right direction. And this is probably the third time in 2 weeks now where it has been a very clear setup due to the gold hourly RSI heading into the morning. So we did break the lower high pattern on the hourly. Bulls now need to form higher lows and see continuation. We've got resistance of 12.50.50. I'm looking at support of 12.45.86. And even if we don't hold that level, we can just form a higher low above 12.36.84, the low that we hit there, and then look to continue to the upside. So what this gives us is a very solid bullish reversal candlestick on the daily time frame. And look at how strong this daily uptrend is. Gold bulls have nothing to worry about. Miner bulls have a lot more to worry about than the gold bulls do. So we have a bullish reversal hammer, nice long lower wick, nice bull volume buying that dip, and we need a green day tomorrow to confirm it, but it's just another higher low. Now we have a new level to watch. Previously it was 12.25.77. Now it's going to be 12.36.84 to maintain higher lows on the daily time frame. So the bulls are still very much in control, and we're looking for that confirmation tomorrow for follow through. Look at silver. Silver is way more bullish than gold. And the daily chart never broke the low of Monday. And we are now heading back towards the highs. So 1847, a little clue here perhaps that silver held up so well, didn't consolidate at all. Maybe that was a little clue for the gold bulls to not stress it. We were going to see the gold bulls show back up and maintain strength just like we were seeing on silver. So the precious metal bulls have absolutely nothing to worry about. Now, the miners is a different story because of that crazy correlation and crazy volume that we've been seeing. So we had the all-out dump. We had a nice green day today. It's a bullish reversal candlestick on the gap down open, but it has not done anything to prove anything for the bulls other than the fact that we're in an oversold bounce. We haven't even broken the high of yesterday. So that's step number one. Bulls need to break 2342 on GDX. We have the exponential resistances driving the price to the downside. GDX has not closed above the daily 4-period exponential moving average resistance in the past 8 days. So that's driving the price to the downside. And we have to break 2342 and see a close here. We are defending the 100-day moving average the past 3 days in a row and the 50-day moving average, closing above both of them 3 days in a row here. But we need that follow through to the upside. We need higher lows and higher highs on the hourly time frames. So still some work to do, but what this does give us, look at that lower wick off the weekly middle Bollinger Band. So as I was pointing out, as long as this weekly middle Bollinger Band holds, this consolidation is pretty healthy on the weekly time frame for these bull miners. So ideal scenario is over the next 2 days, these bull miners continue to bounce, and they give these bulls a nice bullish reversal hammer on the weekly time frame with a big time lower wick off of that support level. So nice buying off that dip so far. Need follow through and confirmation of this candlestick tomorrow. And same thing for gold. We need confirmation of that reversal hammer. Checking in on GDXJ. A little bit different, but mostly the same. Close at the high of the day, certainly a difference. And a green Marubozu candlestick with the bulls fully in control. Still have to break the high of yesterday, 37.81. Still have to confirm this candlestick. Weekly time frame, still have that nice long lower wick. We're closer to a bullish reversal hammer on GDXJ than we are for GDX. So GDXJ just needs a little bit more upside. Close in the low to mid $38 range is going to give us a nice bullish reversal hammer here on the weekly time frame, which certainly favors the bulls long term. So keeping an eye on those long-term bulls, they're still perfectly content. It's the short-term bulls that are very concerned with the huge dump in volume. And again, oversold bounce at this point. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take higher lows and higher highs on the daily time frame in order for the bulls to recover from that 2-day all-out dump that we saw on these bull miners. So heading into tomorrow, gold needs bullish reversal confirmation with a nice green day, as do the miners, and we'll see how the dollar reacts to that 102.05 resistance. Again, still a potential for it to be that pattern, but not going to be making any bets on that pattern until we break 99.43 support. So I'll keep checking in as always, and I will see you tomorrow. Always check those hourly RSI levels before the open. They can give us some nice indication on which direction to be looking. See you tomorrow.